Scientists are warning parts of northern Australia's mangrove forests could be wiped out by the end of this century if global sea levels continue to rise. They fear mangroves, which store more carbon than rainforests, could drown if they can't adapt. Muddy, swampy and full of mosquitoes. It's easy to see why mangroves may not get as much love as rainforests.
I think historically they have had a really bad rap, but I think the more we learn about them, we're finding how important they are and how many ecosystem services they provide.
As well as providing a habitat for marine life, mangroves have a superpower. They're experts at storing carbon.
So they're taking in all that sunlight, converting it into energy, growing leaves, and that carbon staying within the system. So it's falling from the tree onto the ground, getting buried, and then that carbon stays in the mud.
But as the polar ice caps melt, it's causing global sea levels to rise. Madeline Goddard's research has found many tropical mangroves could drown if they can't adapt to rising sea levels by the end of the century.
They are really resilient, so they can keep up with low levels of sea level rise, but can they keep up with our really dramatic projected?
In 2016, almost 10,000 hectares of mangroves died across a stretch of coastline between the Northern Territory and Queensland. Scientists blamed climate change. Conservation groups are warning sea level rise is happening at twice the rate off northern Australia compared to the south.
The mangroves are slowly getting drowned because the sediment's accumulating slower than what the sea level is rising, so the mangroves will literally run out of mud and slowly get flooded and drown out.
Mangroves like these here in Darwin grow in some of the harshest environments on Earth. It's hot, they're submerged in water for most of the day, and it's incredibly salty. Their best hope for survival could lie in careful urban planning.
But what's really critical is that they can also move landward. So as you get elevated sea level rise, you get increased flooding times, and so the area behind the mangroves is potential for them to move into.
It's just one of the coastal environments under threat from climate change.